Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Make sure the stream's working, make sure my mic's working, and make sure that the chat is working. Morning chat. Alright, I can't even spell this morning. Alright, well, we're gonna wait a few minutes to see if anybody jumps on, and I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, because bangs are the best. It's really early where I live. All right. Good morning. My name is Darkpole Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. Today, we're going to go through and find stocks that have a higher than expected move or chance to make a move in the stock market. To do that, we're going to be using the Smart Money block trade dark pool algorithm software provided by the folks over at FlowTrade. If you have not tried FlowTrade out yet, there's a link in this description and in my bio, or just reach out to me and I can get you a link. Get a free 7-day trial. You'll get access to all the great tools and really see how it can enhance your existing trading strategy, or you can also learn a new one that's being taught that's extremely successful. This week we're going to be kicking off our $600 to $6,000 challenge. Keep in mind there is no time frame on this, so it's not going to be, oh, we have to make a trade every day, we have to make a trade every hour. Since we are starting with a small cash account, and the way you trade a cash account is you get, half of the amount the first day, try to close everything out, then you spend the half of the amount the second day, try to close everything out, and then on the third day, you're actually able to trade the amount that you made on the first day. So it's kind of a leapfrog effect. But yeah, so since we've got a small account, we're going to be very, very picky with our picks, right? These may be, since it's day trades, or excuse me, since it's a cash account, there's not a lot of day trades. There's no PDT rule as long as you're using cash. However, if you spend more money than you've got available, they'll give you a warning. I'm seeing that the lag is about 30 seconds behind. I have to figure that out. So bear with me. You're just a little bit behind me, and I've got to figure out why it's lagging so much. Or not lagging, it's just delayed, right? I think that's, in case I say a bad word, I can quickly shut it down before anything bad happens. Anyway, I'm going to go into reading some market news, right? Most importantly, there's a tax issue, and there we go. Currently, futures are they're pretty flat. NASDAQ's down 45 points, or 0.33%. And the reason that is because a group of seven advanced economies agreed this weekend to back a minimum global tax rate of at least 15%. Right? So Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google are all going to be affected by that. Apple's announcing something this week, right? Annual Developer Conference at 1 p.m. BIB came out with it. Let's see if I can edit this. Yeah, BIB is moving. Where'd it go? There it goes. Biogen. So the algo picked this up last week. I've been watching it for a little bit. It's coming out with an Alzheimer's drug. FDA is set to expect whether to approve it, since it is, I guess it's a controversial, right? Don't know why. Anyway, this is also important. Janet Yellen said that Biden should push forward with his $4 trillion spending plan, even if it causes an inflation spike in the next year. So remember this time last year, anytime anybody said the beer bug, people were freaking out, right? The market would move based on whomever mentioned the beer bug. Well, anytime anybody mentions inflation now, stuff's going to go crazy, just because Fear and panic set in. The market looks good. Let me just see what the VIX is doing right now. Do I have a VIX? What does VIX? All right, VIX is dropping, right? So it gapped and crapped basically. It's currently trading at about 16, but who knows? We'll see what happens at the open. ES is up. SPX is up. All right, so there's a couple short squeeze stocks that we may want to look into. Clove and Workhorse are getting some little pre-market volume. I also want to look at Peloton. It got an upgrade. I want to look at Goldman Sachs. That $400 mark is real close. Banks have been moving well. I also want to look at, I'm going to finish the news. We've got earnings today. Marvell is a big one that I'm interested in. Stitch Fix and Coop are the three that I'm looking at for earnings. If there's interest in the earnings or any earnings plays, please let me know in the comments or reach out to me directly. I work a lot with simpler trading, and I'm currently studying the quarterly profits formula from Danielle. It's an earnings play strategy. It's extremely successful. I had a small margin account that I'd blown up just being stupid a couple months ago. I'd got it down to about $200, $250, but over the last couple weeks, I've been able to build that back up to about 2,500. I mean, small accounts, you know, small steps, base hits, stay in the game, keep your seat at the table, as they say. All right. Let's see. Any other key events? Oncology, Deutsche Bank. Gold is down $6. 10-year note is up a little bit. Japan USD negative. All right. Ooh, Brent is down, so that's crude, so it's down 0.43. Be careful. XOM is one of our plays for this week, so ExxonMobil, we're going to keep an eye on that one. All right. Anything else? The Mayweather fight was a waste of money, but yeah, it was good to see him back in the ring. He's always such an entertainer. What do we got here? Las Vegas is making a comeback, according to Barron's, saying bookings have gone up. Convention and Expo is still uncertain. There's still uncertainty with that. MGM, Vici, 4% yields. MGM and Caesars, casinos. All right. So Avis Budget Group. So Carr board approved a $325 minimum or $1 million increase in the company's repurchase. Nice. Lordstown Motors received received a delinquency for late filing. That might be a dip buy. They make the best looking truck. All right, I'm gonna jump right into some other things here that I see. All right, we're just gonna shut that down and we're gonna start looking at stuff, right? If we got any requests, Chewy, DraftKings. I'm gonna check Twitter to see if there's anything we need to look at. Not seeing any requests from the Twitter, which is good. All right, let's see if we got any specific news. Oh no. So I wish you guys could see this. So I'm watching this thing on Twitter, and it looks like there was a shipping accident where a crane took out about. Oh, a crane just collapsed. Where did we get this at? I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to see this. I think y'all want to see this too. Accident in Taiwan. Can y'all see that? That's bananas. Let me replay that. Can y'all see that? That is bananas. Supply and demand, right? This is bananas. Yeah, that sucks so bad. Oh, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 containers got wiped out. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Anyway, enough about that. All right. Opinions on HLF. I don't know what HLF is, but I do know that I can look at it for you real quick. Welcome to Stream Dylan. Let me just get my stuff set up here. I like this Car Gurus. I actually met them in Vegas a couple years ago. What I mainly like is that this algo is vertical, so strong net buying with room from 25 to 28, so that it could be a small account play. Goldman Sachs, algo is almost vertical. Workhorse, major selling off to recovery. We're going to keep an eye on that one. I'm just keeping an eye on, what did he, was it Workhorse he wanted me to look at? Sorry, I've got another screen over here that's got some tickers on it. Oh, Workhorse looks pretty decent. All right, so let's see. This is just a general market overview. It looks as if though everything is green as far as the ETFs go, SPY sectors ETFs. I'm looking for something that's at the 15-minute Keltner channel bottom. So this one might be good. XLB might be a good swing. Let's see. Also, Jets. We'll look at Jets. SPY QQQ looks pretty good. So let's look at Jets and XLB. All right. HLF. Chewy, the algo is pointed down. It's broken uptrend support. So while Chewy is moving, I don't like the way the algo is pointed right now. I'm gonna look at HLF real quick. It's this bottom left corner one. All right, so we had some divergence. Divergence is played out. We're currently in this divergent stream here. Let me just mark this one up. I'm using my lower left, Dylan. All right, so divergence from here. Right, all previous divergences have played out. All right, so the algo is net buying on the 15-minute. All previous divergences have played out. I don't really see any block trades to come in that are going to affect us. On Friday, the algo was basically trading with price. All right, we had a nice opening range breakout. This thing moved, well, about $1.50. So it looks like we're due for a pullback. I would just pull this up on the chart too. What do you guys think about my trend spider charts? Fancy. Slowly trying to start using those ones right there. HLF. All right. All right. So I don't like this megaphone that's forming, right? Let's see if I can. Still getting used to trend spider. So we've got we've got this megaphone that's forming, right? And while megaphones can be good, I reset the chart on this. Right, that just means a lot of potential for chopping. I'd like to see it flipped over for a bullish move. MACD is neutral, decreasing. We got a squeeze. We're at VWAP currently. HLF. One second here. Alright, this would be the world's largest cup and handle. If it does, it needs to pull back. It's pretty extended right now. If we went 1, 2, this would be the third move. I would look for a pullback to play the fifth wave. Monthly squeeze is really all we have. We're huge in our 60-day channel. Good beta, good VWAP. Positive increasing MACD, RSI, and stochastics. Right, with $1.50 ATR. This feels really overextended. I would like a pullback to at least some level of support pretty soon before it gets way up here and did what it did when it hit 59, went from 59 to 43 because of earnings, right? So as far as recovery plays goes, all right, this is really loopy. So I'd like to pull back to the 21 at least, which would be 52.50 potentially. If we get a pullback, we can play the fifth wave to the new all-time high. Oh, this is Herbalife. All right, up, down, up, down. I don't see a real specific level other than 51.50. 51.50. Right, just strong buying all day on Friday. This feels overextended to me. However, we've got buy signals. We don't have any squeezes. So this is just a slow grind up. I do want to see if we can get a pullback. Let me just throw some fibs on this for you real quick, and then I got to move on to some other ones quickly. We got high to low. So we broke the 618. One 618 is at 56.41 before a pullback. We need to come back to about 53 before the next move up, right? Yeah, back to this 4-hour cut. So I said 53. Yeah, I would like to see it come back to the 34. So right around 54. So any sort of a pullback, I would play the fifth wave would be triggered for the next move to possibly 60. Not bad though. All right, I want to look at our stuff that we've got this week. All right. All right, I'm gonna go through this watch list. Oh, Digital Ally. Ooh, coming up. I'm gonna take a look at IBB. All right, I'll check that out in a second too. So I want to look at Car Gurus real quick, just because I want to see their options chain. All right, they have monthlies, not a lot of volume. So if we can get in, we should be able to get out pretty easily. This is a good candidate for our small account in that the options are pretty... 29 is the only real liquid one, and that's... right? So it looks like they had good earnings. They popped up, they consolidated, right? But rather than bull flag breakout, they sold off down to the 50. So as long as we can maintain this 50-day simple moving average, we're right at, we closed above the 200. So once this 50 crosses above the 200, it's going to be on, that's for sure. But we're just looking to try to get to 29 in 2 weeks, right? The angle of ascent looks decent. Massive daily squeeze, right? High compression daily squeeze, which we like. Great beta, great Bollinger Band, right? Neutral VWAP. Move about $1 a day, right? 3-day, 4-day, weekly, monthly squeezes are all in effect. This could just be a bounce play. I'd like the MACD to get a little bit more positive. Looks like we had some pretty strong net buying. Right, we gapped up overnight to 27. I would look for a pullback. So 26.50. Right, this needs to, let's see. Yeah, we got a big sweep on that too. So this is CARG. Yeah, I like this reversal candle here. We've got increasing market extension. MACD is a little flat. I'd like it to curve around and cross over. That daily squeeze is really attractive to me though, right? If we can get above, yeah, we need to get back, let's see, 27. We need to get back up in here. Let's see if I can find the level. I'll just let Fibs do the work. So we came up, we tested the 382 and we sold off. However, we got a nice little recovery candle here from, you know, previous lows. So 25, what was that? 25.50 is going to be support, right? Or 25.39. I do like this one. Nice little bounce off the Keltner channel the daily Keltner channel bottom, back up through the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom. We need to come back and test 26.85-ish for the next move up to 28.50. Yeah, I like this one. So I'm gonna watch this one at the open, right? So that's Car Gurus. If I'm gonna get on, all right, if I'm gonna get in on this, I'm gonna get in on the probably the 26s, right? There's a sweep at the 29s, right? Those are super juicy. I'm gonna add them both. I'll grab that guy and I'll grab this guy. So I'll be watching Car Gurus at the open. The next one I'll look at is BA real quick. Where do we close? 251. So we closed right at this fib confluence. If we can maintain that level, look for BA to go to 255, then 260. I'm going to load the 260s up just in case. That's BA. Check out IBB. Oh, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and flat consolidation. So we can do Keltner channel 4 hours. It respects that. It's at the top now. Look for it to fade to 151 and then come down and test 150 before it moves back up to 153. Yeah, that's just what it's got to do. It's the way it works. Goldman Sachs was the other one I wanted to look at real quick. We hit the 1618 extension. Look for a pullback to where? To where? That's right. 391.50 for support. Rising wedge. Yeah, I need it to come back to 391.50 before it takes its next move up. Looks like it's respecting the 34, which is the 4-hour top. So yeah, look for... I'm a buyer at 390 for the next move up. Basically, any pullback on GS, I'm looking to get into it. It's going to hit 400 this week, probably. All right. What's some other ones I wanted to look at? ExxonMobil. So Exxon, we're just in this. We're going to chop in this range right here from 61 to 61.68. Right. If we can break 61.68, which is Friday's high, we may be able to get through this Keltner channel cloud, right? So, like I said, we may pull back to this to the 50% retracement, or even potentially the 60.39 for the next move up. So I'm looking for dip buys on XOM. Check out Abby. I already went through these on the video. Let's go through some ones I haven't. Pins got an upgrade. Was it Pins or Peloton? I think Pins got the upgrade. All right, 65 calls, sweep. That makes sense. All right, so we just got a buy signal. So we've got positive and increasing MACD, increasing stochastics, increasing RSI. If we can get above, I mean, we have some overhead resistance with our moving averages, right? So we need to get above this rising 200. This could just be a nice pullback for the next move up. Fibonacci wants to let us know that, right? So from this high, we came up, we broke through, we come back, we're finding some support. Currently our moving averages are stacked positive. We got a 4-hour squeeze happening. We're getting a buy signal, excuse me. MACD is kind of flat, so we're still in consolidation, right? Overnight, it looks like we popped up a little bit. We came back and we're testing support. Look for a move back up to 63.70. This is super chop fest, right? Pins is a super chop fest. Sold off, right? We really need to get, like, it'll launch when it gets above 66.25. But those 65s, right? That option alert came in at 65. Yeah. It's going to be dicey, so I'm going to just keep an eye on pins. CRM is another one. Piton, thanks, Thundercat. I'll check that out in a minute. All right, so CRM, right? Nice recovery on Friday. Came down, tested our Keltner channel bottom, or 4-hour bottom, came up, broke above the mid, retest, moved to the 4-hour top. If it can get above 239.50, we're going to go back up and test that high of 243. Right? Good ADX. Looks like we sold off a little bit overnight. Nice recovery. So we're still green on our 10x bars, right? So the trade's still valid, right? The ADX and I can't remember, CMI, I think, still valid. So we're retesting this previous high at 238.37. Right, a break of 238.37, and we're back into this zone right here. I would play this all day. That's juicy, right? It's a $5 move right there. You can make some money off that for sure. Right, we need to get up there. All right, that's CRM. I'll look at Peloton real quick. So this is Car Gurus, Goldman Sachs is increasing. HLF, right? See that selling off on the 15. Workhorse, trading with price action, but there's a lot of net selling on Friday. This is Peloton. IBB that we went over. So Peloton's about to cross over for bullish divergence. We've got some positive net buying. IBB that we went over. We've got a little bit of bullish divergence that occurred on Friday. We've got a block trade level support coming in at 152.47. There's a dark pool at 150. This could be that third move up, like I said. Looking at it on the 1 minute, we do have that bullish separation. We gapped up overnight, 50-cent gap up. So yeah, look for it to come back down and test. All right, test this 153 level for a potential next move. Looks like 154 has been some resistance in the past. Break a 154 and we've got room to go to 160. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on IBB. Thanks for bringing it up. I'm gonna write that one down. Alright. So Peloton with the recovery from its massive sell-off. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that after hours movement. $5 after hours. Come on now, you gotta give the rest of us a chance. Right? Jeez. This is the most sloping inverse head and shoulders I've ever seen. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay. Is there a reason why biotechs are ripping? Or is it just sympathy from that BIIB play for Alzheimer's? Peloton. 104.50 and I'm a buyer. That's a reversion to the 34 EMA on the 5-minute chart. This thing can move. It got an upgrade. All right. Let me just look at Peloton. All right, if we can maintain that. So we're already up in here. Right, we ran up, we hit the 618. We're going to come back and we're going to test the 50%. So 104.70, which is also the 15-minute top. We may dip down to 103 right at the open. So 104 to 103.50. So anywhere within that 50% range. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to sell off. We're going to come down and we're going to test this cloud that you see here. Right here at this 103.62. Once it hits that, I'd be looking to buy the it's tricky. Look at the 110s. Yeah, those 110s are good for this week. All right, that's Peloton 110s. That's probably going to be a small account challenge play too. We'll grab the 110s or possibly the 114s since they're super cheap. just to see what we can do this week with that, right? Sava Atos. Sava. Cassava Sciences. I used to play that as a penny stock. Algo is trading with price action on Friday. That's a nice equity curve. Jeez. That's real nice. Very nice. The algo is basically trading with price action. One second, guys. Let's see what Sava's doing here. Alright, so this is a nice cup and handle forming. I'd like it to pull back to at least the 8 EMA, potentially 55.50 or 54.81. If we can get a pullback, I'd look to go long on this. It's got good numbers, right? It looks solid. I don't know if it's just going to continue to melt up or if it's going to run into this resistance and then revert. So 65.79, right, is the point. So 65.72, sorry. I'd like it to go up and touch that and come back down for me to get an entry, kind of like it did here, right? And we'll came up, broke into previous resistance, came back down and tested moving averages for support before its next move up. As far as a target, all right, we're currently, that's not that one. That's not the one. Is it this one? So we're currently testing the 382 retracement from the high to the low. Look for either a continuation to the 50% at 74.49 or a potential, like it did over here, potential pullback into support. Every time it seems like it gets to that, it pulls back. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this one too. I like that. Good call. Good call. I like it. Thanks. Nike. All right, let me check out Nike for you. Nike is choppy these days for some reason. And then I gotta run Nike. Nice. Good bullish divergence on Nike. The algo is consolidating right now. That's why it's a little flat. However, overall, nice strong net buying, right? All this divergence here has been played out. The algo is currently consolidating. That's over here. Right, the algo is consolidating. If the algo breaks above this upper level, look for it to continue to pull price up. Nike is on a nice strong uptrend. We definitely need a little, maybe a small little pullback for support. This could be the 1, 2, 3, back to 4, up to 5. It's really heavy, right? So negative and neutral, or negative and decreasing histogram, MACD. We're currently stack positive moving averages ish, but they're neutral. The 50 crossed over the 200. That might, hopefully that's just a temporary thing where the 50 can get back above the 200 and price can get above that as well. The algo, 15-minute. Let me look a little closer. Oh, nice recovery. So we bounced off the 4-hour bottom. We're coming up. We're going to come up and test the 4-hour mid, right? At 134.50. There may be a pullback for the next move up. Nike always moves well. I don't like that it's below these moving averages, though. We do have support, however, at 131.95. Looks like it's pretty significant support too. There's a demand zone that runs. I'll just show you the demand zone. Basically, there's a demand zone that runs this area, right? As long as we can maintain that 132, I think we'll be all right. 2-day squeeze might come in and help us out, right? But like I said, it's pretty heavy. We may come down and test all right, so we're either going to go up and test 134.50, right, or we're going to come back down and test 133 before the next move up. We got a buy signal on our stochastic MACD RSI. 30-minute squeeze just fired off, which is good. 60-minute squeeze coming in. We may get that firecracker approach where the 30 turns into the 60 to the 2-hour to the 4-hour. But this 200 SMA is right at the daily color channel mid. That's resistance. So 135 is going to be pretty significant resistance for us. Right? So this level here. $135.45. See how it comes in. I even mismarked it. It's at 135 level. Yeah, 135. I mean, we could probably play. We could try to get to 135, right? Those are pretty decent. Right. Alrighty. I'm gonna run 820s. Wow. Let's look at those. Let's check them out real quick. 821.40s. Yeah, that's a ton of open interest, but that's not bad. The July 16th 145, so we've got a lot more though, right? Hold on, let me see what earnings is. So it's got earnings coming up on the week of the 25th, right? So we can play the 2-week run up. Looking at the June 18th 140s. You see the open interest on those? All right. 135s are really decent too. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Nike. But all right, so just to review, I'm looking at Sava for a pullback, right? For the small account, Peloton. Possibly Car Gurus. I like those for the small account as well. So Car Gurus, Peloton, and Sava. All right, give me a little bit I'm going to Ulta. Oh, Ulta. Let me see what it did. Yeah, I like this bounce recovery setup. I think I went over it on the video this week. Right, at the end of the day, we got a lot of buying momentum coming in. Right, came back down, tested the 50 SMA for the next move up. We may need to base here for a little bit. 323.72. I mean, as far as risk reward, we've got, you know, $4 down to $15 up. We're in the 4-hour Catlin channel mid right now with the daily, or 4-hour Catlin channel bottom with the daily mid as support. 324, right? We're testing this. This 4-day squeeze looks super good for me, good to me. From an algo perspective, right? The algo's net buying on the 15 and the 1 minute from Friday, right? Like I said, this needs to basically turn around to continue to move back up. But look at this. This is strong net buying, right? I do like Ulta. As with anything, we want to keep an eye on it just to make sure that everything's still confirmed, right? We're in this little channel here. It's not a perfect channel, but it's a channel. So, you know, the algo can come down here, right, and move back up. But most importantly, see how we're consolidating, right? We're just kind of consolidating right here. So yeah, Alta's still good. I like it. I will keep it on the watch list, and if anything happens, I will know. All right, Brendan, I'll look at Neo real quick, and then I gotta run. Lower left corner for Neo. Neo looks bearish to me, right? They've got net selling on the algo. Right, the algo's pointed down. Right, we've got some clusters that may provide some support to it, right? We got some uptrend support, right? If we break that, then yeah. Neo's just a little too ishy for me right now. It's not a clean, clear play. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. My name is Darkpool Algo. Everybody have a great week. Hit me up in the comment section if you've got any questions. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and have a good day. We will talk with you later.